Okay. So yesterday we have seen about how to write a program, and then what is the variable, and then the folder structure in Java, then what is the data type and what is the variable we have seen. So we have continued on the same thing right now. I'll open my Eclipse. So to open my Eclipse, I have already downloaded that software. So if I extract that software, okay, I'll be getting a RAR file like this. Okay, if I extract that RAR file, I'll be getting an option like this. Okay, so there I need to click on that exe file, Eclipse, that application file. I'll go to a section. For example, as of now, I'll browse. I'll create a new workspace. So to create a new workspace, I'll go to my D drive. In D drive, I'll open a new folder. My learning Java. Okay, I created a new folder. So that is actually what in the D drive, my learning Java here. This is the place. I'm going to click on OK. That opens me the Eclipse. I'll increase the size of it. I'll close the welcome screen. Now I want to create the project. So for create the project, go to the file, new project, then go to Java project. Otherwise, you can go to Java and then click on the Java project. Then click on next. Here, select your environment, which is JSE, Java is environment 1.7. 2 minutes, guys. So I choose the environment. My project name, I'm just giving first project. Okay, this project I can also give with the space over there if I click on finish. Okay, project can be with spaces, but the thing is, okay, see, can you see right now it will be Java EE. When you click on this Java project I gave now, so it's going to open the perspectives of the Java. So when you click on yes, there will be another section called Java will be opened. See right now, Java will come for me newly. That's the thing. No one is able to hear my voice. Is it everyone? Can anyone hear my voice? Others, can you check your speaker once? Speaker once. Tapas, check with YouTube or something. Check with YouTube and check. Can you hear the audio? Okay, so I created the project. Now in the project, I'll be having the source folder. I right click. I'm going to create a package. So the package name, I'll just give it as new pack. Here, if I give space, that will be throwing me an error, invalid package. And also one more thing, discourage name will be showing for the package if it is the first letter, if it is not a lowercase. Okay, if I want to give it in a standard way, I should give it in a lowercase at the beginning. Then we'll click on finish. I created the package. Here I'm going to create a class, new class. Okay, so the class name I'll just give first class. Here also if you give it as with space, that's a invalid class name. So, and also class name always should be with starting with uppercase over there. First class. Then I'll give the main function. Okay, so in case, okay, I'll first give the main function, then I'll click on finish. Now for me, a class will be created. This is the information. If I want to increase the font size, go to window, preferences, go to font, colors and fonts, basic folder, text font, edit, go to 14. I'm giving the size of it, finish. So now I got it. So it's 14 is too big. I don't want 14, so I'll just go with 13 something. 13 I'll go. Click on OK. That's enough. So unwanted sections I'm deleting as of now. So I got the JR system library is what actually it consists of the jar files which has a packages inside it, and also it has the classes of each and every sections which are needed for the execution of the Java program over there. Now I got the main function. So what is this main function? Is an executable function. What are the informations that are there inside the main function that will be always executed? That will be always executed. Now I'll right click, run as Java application. See, hello world. System.println, then hello. System.println, welcome. I gave. When I want to run it, I saved it. Then after that, I click on run. That is printing. If I'm going to give the information as only print alone means that will print me this information alone. Everything in the same line. Print alone means print the information, move to the next line. Print the information, move to the next line. If it is print alone means print the information and then keep the cursor on the same line. That's the only thing. Okay. Now we have seen another thing. I'll create another thing, variables. Okay. Create a new class. Understanding variables. Okay, now I'm not going to click on the main function. I'll click on finish. So to get the main function, this is my class. If I want to get the main function for system.println, we type SYSO, and then when I click on control space, okay, so what I did, I clicked here SYSO, then press control, then I entered control plus space button. Okay, that will give you space button. That will give you system.println. The same thing if I want the main function, I can type MAIN. I'll save this. If it gives star mark means it has not been saved. I'm saving it right now. Now I'm coming to the main function. When I type main and then when I press control space, that will give you this section. Here if I click on enter, that will give you public static void main. So I'm saving it. Okay, now what is this variables? How it has been used? We'll see. So I'll open up Paint. Okay, that is actually what variables. What? It's just a memory location which helps you to store some values in it. Okay, so here in Java, that is we can store values in a in the memory location, but it needs to know what type of values we are trying to store. For that only what data types are being used. Okay, data types are being used. What are the different data types we have here means it's integer. Okay, first before that, it's short, it's integer, then long, then we have double, float, Boolean. Then after Boolean, we have character, string. Like that, we have all the things. Okay, short, integer, long denotes the numbers. Double and float denotes the decimals. Boolean denotes the true or false. Characters and string. Okay, characters represent the information which is a single letter alone. Single letter alone. Same thing, string denotes a group of words. Okay, hello world. Any information that are there inside the double quotes is called as a string. A single letter also I can give. Anything, whatever I give informations in double quotes, that is called as a string over there. That's what. These are the things. So now, how a variable is being used. Okay, how a variable is being used over here. So here there are two types of options are there. One is declaration, another one is initialization. Okay, what is declaration over here means? That is, if I give here the information as integer I. Okay, that is, I want to store integer type of values, means I need to give integer I. So what will happen right now for me when I give integer I, that creates me one memory location over here. It creates me one memory location over here, and then the memory location name will be I. Then this integer will act as a reference which tell to the memory location that store only integer values alone. It's tell to the memory location store only integer values alone. That's what this will do. The same thing, what is this initialization means? Okay, when I give the information over here as I is equal to 10. Now what will happen? This I will try to identify where is my memory location over there. Which is the memory location which as I finds that one, and then in that it will store the value called 10. That's what it will be done. Okay. Declaration and initializations can also be done at the same step also. That is integer x equal to 20. When I give like this, what will happen? This will create me one memory location. Okay, x will be the memory location name. X will be the memory location name. So the integer acts as a reference to the memory location, tells that actually what? Store only integer values alone. Then 20 is the one which will be stored. Okay, 20 is the value which will be stored under the variable over here. That's what it will be done. Clear? This is what a variable will be declared. Anyone has any doubts on this one? Okay, this is what yesterday we have seen. Okay, next in Java level, okay, how a variable has been declared. So for example, if I give, this is my class over there I created. Okay, public class understanding variables is the class name, and then I have a main function. Okay, any information that I give inside the main function will be executed for me. So I'm trying to going to declare and initialize a value inside the main function, integer I. Okay, declaration. Now if I give system.println, when I give I over here with double quotes, I, see what happens. It prints me I itself. The same thing if I print here as system.println only I without double quotes. Okay, I'm not going to give any information. I'm going to give system.println I alone. See, it has been thrown me information as initialize variable. Okay, the thing is when I give the information here like this, it's asking me to initialize variable. When I click on this one, see what happens. It defines 0 over there. By default, 0 will be the value that will be given for the numbers. 0.0 will be the default value that will be given for the decimals. Decimals means float and double. Now I run it. I'll save this. When I run it, I and 0. Okay, see, I and 0. The value of I is 0. So now I want to initialize it. See, I is equal to 20. Now when I print it, system.out.println, and then, sorry, I. Now see what happens. That will be printing me 20 here. When I give the information as system.out.println, I plus 30. See what happens right now when I run it. Gives me 50 over here. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this? Okay, the next one. Now we'll understand about global and local variable, which we have seen yesterday. Global, local variable. Global, local variable. I'll give the main function. Otherwise, I'm not going to give main function. We'll create over there. I got my class. So if you see at the top, I'm getting information called package new pack over there. Okay, that is package new pack. So what is that package new pack means? That is actually what my package name is, what new pack over there. Okay, that is what it's denoting over here. So always the package name will be there. Then after that, your class name. Here I'm going to now create the main function. So for main function, give main control space enter. That gives you the main function right now. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to declare two types of variables. One is global variable, another one is local variable I told. Correct? So there are two types of variable. That is, one is local variable, another one is the global variable. Okay, so local variable means the variables which are initialized. Okay, variables that are declared inside the main function. Variables that are declared inside the main function, that is called as local variable. Global variable means variables that are declared outside the main function. Sorry, just a second. So variables that are declared outside the main function. Outside the main function. So first, inside the local variable integer x is equal to 20. That is I declared inside the main function. Now I'm going to declare the global variable. Global variable alone is of two types. Okay, global variable is of two types. One, two. What are the two things means? One is static, another one is non-static. One is static, another one is non-static. These are the two things. Okay, so these are the two things. So what is the difference between the static and then what is the difference between the non-static? We have to see. So I'm going to declare two types of variables outside the main function. So one is integer I is equal to 20. Another one is static integer j equal to 50. Okay, integer I equal to 20, static integer j equal to 50, and I'm giving it over there. So what does that mean? This is a local variable visa. Local variable. This one is non-static variable. This is a static variable. Okay, this is a static variable. This is not. That is actually, if a keyword called static comes over there, okay, that will be called as a static variable. Okay, this is the main thing. If you don't have any keyword over there for a variable, okay, which is outside the function, that will be called as a non-static variable. This is what main thing. So now I need to utilize it. I'm going to print each and everything. So if you want the X to be printed, system.println in X, if I give, right click, run as Java application, that will give me 20. The same thing for the J. If I give here system.println J, when I run it, gives me 50. If I also give it as system.out.println global local variable dot J. Static variables alone can be utilized with the help of the class name or directly with the variable name. Okay, so here I use both the thing. The another one actually what the non-static variable. So the non-static variables, how it can be utilized means, okay, non-static variables always can be utilized with help of the objects only. Static variable can be used with variable name, with reference to class name. Then can be also used with reference of an object name also. Okay, these are the main things. Same thing if you go to the non-static level, can be used only with help of object name alone. This is the only thing your non-static variables can be used. How an object can be created, that is what we are going to see. So how an object can be created, what is the class name over here? Local variable. So if we give the as new global local variable, if we give, so then if I give information, so what's happening, that is going to create me one memory location for me. Okay, how the memory locations have been created and all those things I'm going to show to you. So this is what first will happen. It's going to create me one memory location. So now I need to name the memory location. So the memory location name, I'll give it as obj1. Okay, so obj1, that is actually what I'm going to create the object. Now for this one, I need to give a reference. So the same variable name will be given. Okay, so global local variable is a reference over there for this object. So all the members, okay, all the global members of this object will be loaded for me right now. That's the main thing. So integer I equal to 20, j equal to 50. These are the two things. So that is what will be loaded. Clear? Anyone has any doubts? So now I created the object. I created the object. Now how it can be referred means, okay, it can be referred with help of the object name obj1. So for that, this is so obj1 dot, then it's a non-static, so hi again. Now when I run it, see, I value is what, 20. 20 has been printed. Sure. Static and non-static, I'll explain more. So with help of the, still I have not full and full explained about the static and non-static. I'm going to explain you in a detailed manner with help of the memory location. I'll give a short break for you guys for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, just refresh, and then after that once again I'll start it over there. So before that I'll just explain you a basics. Then I'll clearly explain about the memory location with help of static and non-static. Now I'll just give a small brief once again. Okay, what is the static and non-static here means? Okay, there are two types of variables I told. One is global, another one is local. Always local variables will be declared inside the functions. Global variables will be declared always outside the function. There are two types of variables in the global level. One is static, another one is non-static. Static members can be referred with help of the class name. Other ways, it can be referred directly with the variable name, or else we can also refer with help of the object name also. These are the three ways that you can refer the static member. But the same thing, if it is a non-static member, you have to refer always with help of the object name alone. When you create the object, in that object, all the global members will be loaded on it. Okay, getting any doubts on this one? Static members, you can use it in three ways. Non-static members, always you have to use with help of the object name alone. So how to create the object means, that is, if I want to create the object, okay, so if I want to create the object, I want to give the class name. Okay, this is the class name. So with the keyword called new, I'm going to give new global local variable. When I give, what will happen right now for me, that will create me one object. Okay, it will create me one object. Then the object name I'm going to give. So the same thing, how the object has been created means, as like, okay, for example, ABC is my class. So for that, if I want to create the object over there, how I need to do, for example, I take the combination of both, assigning a variable integer I is equal to 20. Okay, so integer I equal to 20. So now what will happen for me, it creates me one memory location. In that memory location, if you see, the 20 is being loaded here. Everyone has the same problem? Rajesh, please check your speaker once. Others can hear? Others can hear me now? Okay, then good. Just check once, Rajesh. Okay, so 20 is the value which will be stored. I will be the memory location name. Then the integer will act as a reference tells to the memory location store only integer values. This is what we have done. The same thing right now. I'm going to create the object means. So ABC. So new ABC. This is what I'll do. When I give it like this, what will happen? That will help me to create one memory location. Okay, it helps you to create one memory location right now. Now what will happen? All the members of the global members of the ABC class will be loaded. What will happen first? All global members of ABC class. ABC class will be loaded. Global members of all the of ABC class will be loaded over here. Okay, so that's what will happen over here. Then after that, I'm going to give another option over here. So new ABC. So here I'm going to give ABC obj1 equal to ABC obj1 equal to new ABC. When I give like this, what will happen right now for me? That is, this will help me to give the object name first. Okay, the object name is what? obj1. Okay, then this ABC now will act as a reference, will tell to the memory location store only ABC members alone. That's what it will do. So what are the ABC members for me right now? Means it is I and J both. So I is equal to 20. Then J equal to 50. So in that the J is a static member. So this is what will be loaded right now. This is how objects. So here now if I want to refer this I or J, I can refer with help of the object name obj1.j. Okay, obj1.i. So all those things you can check it over there. Clear? So now this is how it will be loaded. Now if I want to print it obj1.i, see, that will print me the values. Getting anyone has any doubts? obj1.i will be right now, it will be 20. Same thing if I give it as so obj1 dot obj1 dot j. Now when I run it, it's 50 over there. Clear? Any doubts on understanding this basics of the static and non-static? Anyone has any doubts? Okay, so now we'll have a 5 minutes break. So right now it's 9:50. So we'll again start by 9:55. Okay, we'll all start by 9:55 in another 5 minutes. I'll be talking to you about the memory allocation in the program level. Okay, how the memories are being allocated, and then after that how the values are being taken over there during the execution of a program. At the back end, what's going to happen? That's what I'm going to show to you. Clear? Okay, we'll have a 5 minutes break. It's 9:50 in my system. By 9:55, perfectly we'll start the session. Okay, we'll again, you don't want to disconnect the session. Be as like it. In another 5 minutes, I'll start the, I'll again come back. Okay, okay, yes. I'm making it mute for myself. Okay, guys. Yeah, let's start the session. Just a second. The object reference variable can be used only within the class for both static and non-static variables. Is my understanding correct? Can we create any object where we can use it for the whole package that is within the multiple class? Yes, Raji, that is actually what you're trying to create. An object means that object, if you want to use it over there in the other classes also, it can be possible. But the thing is, you have to create a class. That class, in that class only, what you have to create the object for the this. For example, A is one class and then B is one class. Okay, in the A class you have some values that you want to use it over there in the B class. Means under the B class you have to create the object. That's the main thing. Clear?
Okay, we have to create the object in the B class referring the A class.
Correct. For example, in the B class you have to create the object like A obj1 equal to new A. Okay, in the B class you have to give. So that time you can utilize. So those things we will be seeing it very soon. Okay, when we come for the
how the class B will know that I want to refer this particular variable in the class A. It can be in the class C or class D, whatever it is. If I'm having multiple classes, I want to refer one particular variable which is in the class A.
Any point of time you will be referring the variable or any information with the help of a class or an object. The object also has been indirectly referred by help of a class only. So it's like with the help of the class only, always that variables or anything is being utilized. That's the main thing. Clear?
Yes. Maybe if it is possible, can you say me an example so that it will be.
Sure. I'll be explaining that one also. That one actually, when we come for the hoops concepts, those things will be seen in detailed manner.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now I'll be explaining with those things also. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Raj. So now we'll see the same information with the help of a diagram. So what's happening at the back end? I'll just give you 5 minutes of information to you. So right now, I'm going to tell you how a class is being going to utilize. Okay, it's the same program. I'll take it. the same program I'm going to explain for you. So I'll go to the paint. So this is my class. I think so everyone can see it. Okay, the font will be visible, I think so. In case if you want to increase the font size, please let me know. I'm going to draw the backend level, how the memory allocation is going to be happened for the entire program. That's the thing. Okay, the basic view I'll just give you, then we'll again proceed on it, so to understand in a better way. So I'll just draw it. This is the entire memory location. Okay, so this memory location name will be global local variable, because for each and every class there will be a memory will be allocated for it. Okay, so always for a class we will be having one static pool. Okay, always there will be one static pool memory will be there. Every class will have one static pool. Every class will have one static pool. That's the thing. Okay, then after that, if you see over here, integer I equal to 20, integer j equal to 50. So static, okay, this is a static variable, and then this main function also is a static. So what the thing, all the static members will be loaded here. So what are the static members? This int j, static int j equal to 50, that will be loaded here. Then after that, my main function. Okay, main function also, if you see public static void main, so the main function also will be loaded. These two things will be loaded here. That's what it will do. Okay, now what will happen right now for me? The main function start to execute. When my main function start to execute, what will happen? For this main function, a memory will be allocated for it. It's going to allocate me one memory for it. Okay, it's going to allocate the memory for it. That's what it will do. It allocated. Okay, what does this one means? This is a local memory of main function. Local memory of the main function is this one. So now what happened in the main? Okay, the thing is, Java is a compiler plus interpreter level program type of execution I told you. So compiler level, what will happen? Checks whether any errors are there. Interpreter level only execution will happen. So interpreter means what? Line by line execution will happen. So line by line only what will happen? The allocation of memory also will be done. Now I'm going to give integer x is equal to 20. So now what will happen? For that integer x is equal to 20, a variable will be created. Here integer x is equal to 20. So what will happen? A variable memory location will be created, x, in that 20 will be stored. Then next, I'm going to give system.out.println x. When I give the information as system.out.println x means what will happen? So all the informations which are there inside this main function, first always checks for the value in the main memory only. So system.out.println x means first comes to the local memory of main, then checks whether x variable is present or not. Now what will happen? Yes, x variable is present. In that, what is the value? 20 is there. So 20 will be printed for me here. That's what. Okay, here 20 will be printed. Then system.out.println j. When I give j, what will happen? First it will check in the local memory of main whether j is present or not. Right now we don't have a value called j here. So now what will happen? If there is no value here, directly it goes and searches in the static pool. Now checks here, j is present. Yes, we have a j over here which is value 50. So 50 will be printed. Okay, now in case if I'm going to okay, we'll see that. Okay, first now global local variable dot j I'm going to give system.println global local variable dot j. Global local variable is what is the class name. Okay, the class name is vector. That is what I'm giving. When you refer with help of a class name, first the search automatically will always go to the static pool only. Okay, it will not go to the local memory of main. Always it goes to the static pool when we are referring to the global. That is with the help of a class name. Now goes here and checks whether j is present. Yes, it is 50. So 50 will be printed. Getting? Now global local variable obj1 equal to global local variable. So when it says new global local variable, what will happen? Now that will create me one memory location. Okay, that is the object. That information is called as the object, where it will be loaded in the main memory level. Okay, because inside the main memory only we are trying to create the object. Clear? So here it creates me one object. It creates me one object here. Okay, new global local variable. So still now the object name is not given. So this new global local variable will create me the object. Then the obj1 will be the name of it. Obj1 will be the name of it. Okay, then the global local variable. Okay, what this will do? This will act as a reference over here. Tells to the memory location, load only the global members of global local variable class alone. Okay, this will act as a reference over here. This is the one which act as a reference over here. Tells to the object load only global members of global local variable class alone. So what are the things we have? Integer I equal to 20. Then after that, static int j equal to 50. So both static members, non-static members will be loaded in the object level. Now when I give it as obj1.i, when I give obj1.i, what will happen? Directly it searches over there in the object memory obj1. What is the I value? It's 20. So 20 will be printed for me now. Okay, 20 will be printed. Okay, 20 will be printed. Next, system.out.println obj1.j. So now what will happen? What is the j value? It is 50. So what will happen now? It will print me 50 over here. 50 will be printed. Okay, when we refer with help of the object, so that 50 will be directly the information. It will be always searched over there in the object level. Then gives me 50 over here. That's the thing. This is how the memories are being utilized over there in the backend. Based on this only, the values will be taken and then it will be utilized. Everything will happen based on that. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? If anyone has any doubts, please let me know so I can explain you. Okay. So tomorrow, once again, we'll see the same information. Okay, about the allocation of memory. Okay, and then how to utilize the memory information, how it has been captured in a very detailed manner. We'll see over there. Okay, memory allocation. Okay, okay, guys. So if you have anyone, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can stop the class for today. So tomorrow we'll again continue with the same session. Okay, why we require static and then non-static variables? Okay, so what is the usage of the static and then non-static variable? Means static variables will have only one memory. Okay, non-static members will have multiple memories over there. Okay, based on that we will be utilizing it. There will be some places we need the information should be always only one. If anywhere in the program, if I change the value, that should be changed in the main place. That time we will have to go with the static members. So there are some constraints that actually from our side, I don't want to assign the new value to be assigned all over the system. I want to give it over in a specific place alone, means we have to go with the non-static members. It based on that. Clear? Okay, so from my understanding, you guys will be what is that I told right now. You might be understanding only 30%. Okay, so don't think that actually what I'm going in. I'm saying something you're not able to understand. Okay, because still we have not gone into the in-depth of the concept, so that's why it will be little bit confusion for you. So tomorrow's class, you will be cleared on this part. Okay, when I tell you about actually what why static and the non-static is needed, multiple memories, all those things, tomorrow you will be clear when I'm going to explain you with the memory allocations, the diagram. Clear? Okay guys, so tomorrow we'll again start the we'll meet at the same time. We'll see in detail about the memory allocation of variables. Okay, thank you. Thanks guys. Bye bye. Good night.